Friday, my friends. This is Billy Wigley coming at you live from the Ninth Island, Las Vegas, Nevada. That was, you remember that band, Four Non-Blondes, What's Going On? Well, that's that song, What's Going On. So what's going on? Are we getting ready to learn some Excel? Are you ready to get yourself some skills? Are you ready to learn how to hide and unhide some columns and some rows? Check this out. Let's start out with a bonus. I promised a bonus for today, a bonus function. And well, there'll be a couple of bonuses. Let's go all the way down to the last row in Excel. Do you know how many rows we have in Excel? A million, a billion, a million, billion, zillion, infinite? Let's check it out. Let's go. Check it out. It's row 1,048,576. In Excel, as of 2019 Excel version, we have 1,048,576 rows. Wow, that's awesome. Well, what about how many columns do we have in Excel? We have XFD columns in Excel. Wow, that's interesting. Well, how many columns is that? Well, check this out. I'm going to use a function that'll tell us exactly how many columns are in Excel. So I'm going to tell Excel to do something. And whenever we're telling Excel to do something, how do we command it? With an equal sign. So Excel, do this. Here we go, equal sign. And I'm going to use a function. I want to know how many columns there are, or what column am I in right now. What is XFD? So I can just start typing the letter C, and all the functions begin with a C appear. Then I type in an O, all the functions with an O appear, and then look what I have right there. There's a column function, and check it out. It returns the column number of a reference. Wow, that's cool. Let's double click on that one and let's use it. Now I just got to tell it which column am I talking about. I'm in the column that I'm in right now. And this is one of those rare functions where you can reference itself without worrying about a circular reference. Watch, enter, boom. That's column number 16,384. Now if I go to this column right here and I type in equals column, now I can double click, enter, that's column 16,381. So now you know there are 1,048,576 rows in Excel and 16,384 columns. Now check this out. What if I just didn't know what row this is? What happens if I'm like, right here? I want to know what row that is. I can just say, if I want to know what a column is, the function is equals columns, right? What if I want to know what row it is? Would it be equals R-O-W? Row. I like that word, row. So check it out. We have a function that returns the number row of a reference. So let's double click on it and let's just press enter, and that's row 1,048,543. Isn't that awesome? So now you know some functions. Now let's talk about hiding. So let me press Control Home. Let's go home. Let's say that we're looking at this range of data right here. And I want to ask you a quick question. Taking a look at this range of data, is there any data that is hidden? Is there any columns or any rows hidden here? Take a close look. Yes, if you said looks like we were missing a C, then I would say, yeah, that's right, we are missing a C. Check it out. We've got column A, we got column B, and we got column D. What's up with C? Well, it's hidden. And you notice the difference? You see how that there's just one little line right there, and you see right here it looks like there's two lines. So that means we've got a hidden column. What about rows? Do we have any hidden rows? There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Nope, doesn't look like there's any hidden rows. So cool. Let's unhide this column. So to unhide a column, you can just select the column before and the column after, and then we can just right click, and then we can just say unhide, and it unhides it right there. Now to hide it, I just select the column that I want to hide, and then I can right click, and then what? Hide, just like that. Now you could also, you see how my pointer changes as I get closer to the column watch. You see how it changes? When you see the pointer change to the double arrows, then you can left click and you can grab that column and open it up just like that. All right, but it's quicker just to select the column before and the column after and then right click and unhide. So why did I hide column C? Let's say that someone at the office asks me, or my boss comes up and goes, "Hey Billy, do you have a list, or can you make me?" Or no, they'll just say, "Hey Billy, make me a list with all the first names, last names, and email address of everybody on the team. Can you do that for me, please? And then just distribute it to everybody. I want to make sure that everybody's clear on everybody's first name, last name, and email address. And I'd like to have that as soon as possible." And then I'd say, "Yeah, thank you very much for giving me a task. I'm going to go take care of it for you." So you're thinking, man, I'm going to have to type up everybody's names and last names and email address, and then you remember. No, I've got this range of data right here already. The only problem is I've got these salaries. So what do? You just print that out, and then you cut out the column that has a salary, and then you tape it back together, and then you put it in the copier and make a copy out of it. Is that how you would do it? Maybe somebody might, but no, we don't need to do that because we got skills. And we're just going to hide the salary column. So we just select the salary column because I don't know about you. Maybe you're in Egypt, maybe you're in Ireland, maybe you're in India, maybe you're in Brazil. I don't know. But here in the USA, people are real sensitive about their salaries. So if I was just to distribute this list here, hey, look, everybody, here's last names, first names of everybody on the team and email addresses. Don't look at the salaries. Do you think we'd run into some problems? Well, here in the USA, we would. Now, let's hide that salary column because we don't need to do that. So we select the salary column easily, and then we just right click, and then we go, and then we hide it, just like that. And then we remember that Danny no longer is on this team. He's moved on. He went to another team in Hawaii. So I've got to hide his name. So what I'm doing is I'm going to select the column, the row that Danny's on, right click, and then I'm going to hide it. And then just like that. Now you'll notice that we have right here, it's obvious that we have a hidden row. So now I can go right ahead and print. So I'm just going to press Control P, the shortcut to print, show me the preview, and then right here we can see that it's just going to print what is visible. Isn't that cool? Yay, right on. Cool. So now we've learned how to hide and unhide. Well, let's say that we want to unhide all of these rows and columns at once. Let's try the select all, and then we can just hover. Yes, that's right, it's called the select all. That button right there, it's called the select all. Why is it called the select all? Well, because it just selected, when I click on it, 1,048,576 rows and 16,384 columns. That's why it's called the select all. Now we can just right click on the columns and unhide all the columns, and right click on the rows and unhide all the rows. Or we could have just done it just like this. Select the column before and the column after the hidden column, right click and unhide. Select the row before and the row after the hidden row, and then unhide. But what if we had something like this? Let's say that you've got quite a few columns hidden here, quite a few rows and columns here. Let's go ahead and hide all these. Boom! Oh, what just happened? That's never happened to me before. How can we unhide all this? What's going on? Let me see. Let me write. Ooh, did I just mess up? This always happens when I'm teaching. Right click. Let me unhide. What? Right click. Unhide. Oh, how about the select all? I'm gonna select all. Oh, it looks like according to the name box, my marquee is in 1,048,576. Let me move my marquee to A1 here. A1. Boom. Maybe now I can go ahead and right click and unhide. Oh no, what's happening? Now I'm just gonna have to undo. That's one way. Don't panic. Over here, we don't panic. We don't get crazy. We don't get frustrated. We don't get irritated. We don't get mad. We just get some skills, and that's what we're gonna do. All we need to do here is press Control Shift 9. Check this out. Control Shift 9. This is the shortcut that I am about to recommend that you use. Control plus the Shift plus number 9. Control Shift 9. Watch this. This is the quickest way to unhide all of our hidden rows and columns. Control Shift 9. Boop. And there we have it. We just unhid, Control Home, all of our hidden rows and columns, just like that. Control Shift 9. Now let's say that they were all hidden just like this. Let me go ahead and hide a bunch here. Hide. Right click. Hide. All right. So we're not panicking. We know Control Shift 9. And then there's also another way. Just go to your Home tab. And in your Home tab, we can just slide on over to our Cells group right here. Cells group. We're going to click on the drop down for Format and watch all the cool stuff that we have over there. So go to Home, then go to Cells group, and then click on Format. And then right here, we can hide and unhide. So we can just unhide columns, and unhide rows. So let's just go right ahead and unhide some rows. Unhide rows. Boom. And there we are again. Just like that. So now you know a couple of different ways of hiding and unhiding. Whoops. All right. Control Home. There you have it, my friends, just like that. Remember, Control Shift 9 to unhide all your rows and columns, so no need to panic. You can go to the Home tab and go to the Cells group, go to Format and unhide rows and columns there, and that's hiding your data, my friends. That's one way to hide your data, using hidden rows and hidden columns. And now you know how to identify them. Remember, my friends, I use a lot of shortcuts. Go to don'tgetmadgetskills.com right now. Once you're there, just go to Coming Soon, or you can also check on the description down below. I've got a link to this particular web page right here. And once you're here, make sure that you click on this button and make yourself a VIP. And as soon as I have my shortcuts, tips, and tricks course ready in just the next few days, I know I've been saying that for the last few days, but really in the next few days it's going to be ready, and I'm going to go ahead and notify all the VIPs, and you can have this top rated, top selling course complimentary, so that you can keep on learning. And once again, my friends, I love you. Remember, keep on learning and don't get mad. Get skills. Aloha.